back in the summer of 2007 in LA. It's very hot, and I was very broke, and I would do just about anything for money. Almost. But there's a woman in the office whose granddaughter wanted to have Sleeping Beauty come to the birthday party. And I said, sure, fine. It was very easy. You just like show up, smile, have a bite of cake, you leave. And so that's why the next time, when someone asked me to be Snow White, I was like, sure. Only problem was, it was the next day. And I didn't have time for a costume, so the mom said, don't worry, I'll pick something up at a party store. So I said, okay. So I show up, you know, I've got the hair, but kind of like scuffy, gross shoes. She pulls out, and this is a very wealthy woman, okay? This is a very nice house in Pacific Palisades. She pulls out a plastic bag with a crumpled child's costume, XL. And it's like, it doesn't really look like Snow White because it was obvious they were trying to not get sued. And I thought, oh, this isn't gonna be so easy after all. And I'm sitting there ironing in the maid's quarters. And I'm starting to get really insecure. I don't think this is gonna go very well. They're gonna know I'm a fraud. But I go out and meet the kids, and I put on my Snow White voice, and they love it. And they're adoring me, and I love that they're adoring me. And the mom's like, here's some face paint. And I thought, okay, this is why you get a fine arts degree, you guys. It's finally getting paid to make art. So I'm like, you know, painting rainbows and whatever dumb stuff they want. And this little twerp steps front, and she says in this little nasal voice, she's like, you're not the real Snow White. You're just a girl in a dress. It hurt, right? Like, a girl in a dress would cut a bitch for exposing her like that. But I'm a princess, so I can't. So I just start using like my high school theater improv training, and I've got an answer for everything, right? She's like, don't you live at Disneyland? How'd you even get here? And I'm like, oh, well, when a princess is really good, they let her go to a 3-year-old's birthday party. And then I, you know, said like, oh, the carriage dropped me off, you just didn't see it. So this goes back and forth, right? And I mean, these other kids around me, they are looking at me stunned, like I have to nail this. Whew. So I just, you know, I go along, I don't let anything faze me. And then as the afternoon goes along, this little girl with like dirty hair and a little scowl, I find out her name's Hannah. She won't leave me alone. And we keep doing all the little activities. And then suddenly, the criticisms melt away. And she starts opening up to me. And I find myself sitting down with her in the grass, and we're having princess therapy, which is not covered by HIPAA, so I'm allowed to talk about it. And she starts confessing that she's angry, and she's sad, she's lonely, she's only 5. You know, her own mom doesn't seem to like her. And I tell her that she's smart and she's special, and someday everybody is gonna realize that, and she just has to stay strong and just, you know, stay hopeful. And I said, why don't we go to the bounce house and let's make some friends there? And she said, okay. So we get up, she takes my hand, and she looks at me with like wide-eyed wonder, and she says, you really are her. Aww. And my heart just melted. It was so magical. But then cake was served and my time was up and I had to go. So I was like, oh, silly me, I left an apple pie baking in the oven at Disneyland, I have to go. But then I was like, how am I gonna leave? Like, this costume was so disgusting and sweaty, it was like a plastic trash bag. Like, I I wanted to get out of it and get back into my civilian clothes as quickly as possible. And I saw the mom waiting in the hallway with the cash that was promised to me. And I thought, you know what? I can't break this little girl's heart. You know, she put this trust in me, and we shared a moment. And if she sees me walking out in plain clothes, it was all a lie. And I felt this duty, so I just threw some of the cash back at the mom, and I was like, I'll buy it, it's mine. And I waved to all the kids, and Snow White just walked down the street to what you can presume was a carriage waiting nearby. But I felt like I ran a marathon, and I just sat there in my car thinking, what did I just do? Did I just buy this dress? But I realized that I didn't buy the dress. I bought hope for this little girl named Hannah, that she would someday feel all the love that was due to her. So that's why I know I'm never going to be just a girl in a dress. I'm a full-grown woman, and I'm capable